That's right. Technical difficulties aside, this is NFL Chaos with Jeremy. I am the chaos. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. I might bring chaos with me sometimes. I may have it on the air, but at the end of the day, I am the chaos. Are you ready? Are you ready for some chaos right now? Because I'll show you. Ride my train. Sub to this channel. Get on my train. Young Jeff fans like J. Cole at 19 years old. Old Jeff fans like Gitmo Bob, John Nolte, Salty Nuts. Young Buck fathers, young Bucks like Tom Bon Jovi. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter where you live. You sign in, you join the chaos. Be it the chaos or get run over by the chaos. And we'll be back with the San Francisco Niner draft versus the New York Jets draft. Together, my friend will join me, and together we will draft together. And we'll go a little crazy and bring the chaos, baby. And I know J. Cole's bringing the chaos right now. I know he's pumped up. Pump your chest, baby. Pump your chest, because I can't do it again. I'm getting a little old, and I might give myself a heart attack. So I need you to do it, J. Cole. You pump your chest, and you get pumped up. Get pumped up for this right now, baby. Get pumped up and enjoy this right now, if I can find it. And I'm looking. And here we go. I like Hutchinson the best, and I don't think Linderbaum is worth a top 10 pick. Thibodeau slipped, and I am going to grab Thibodeau. The Giants took Khalil Elam. Good for them. Kenyon Green is a guarantee in my mind. He would be such a dream pick right here. Evan Neal is still on the board. I'm not going to pick him now. That 44 pick could be tight end. That 44 pick could be a good linebacker, a good safety. We could drop back one pick and pick up a second rounder for New Orleans. We got options here. We do got options. And this is the most important offseason in Jets history. That's right. I'm saying in history. We have never had an offseason this important. We have never went, in my lifetime as a Jet fan, 10 years without making the playoffs. 1981, I became a Jets fan. We were there in the playoffs in the early 80s. 1986. Then we took a little hiatus, but we were back there in the mid to late 90s, and we were making a run for the Super Bowl. And if Vinny Testaverde doesn't go down, maybe we win that Super Bowl. Early 2000s, 2004, we're back. 2009, 2010, we're back. Everybody wants to say what a ridiculous organization we are. Don't believe it. Don't believe the hype. We've had our years. We've made our runs. We've just fallen short. And now, yes, in the lifetime, I guess, of a 15-year-old or a 20-year-old, maybe we're a joke. Maybe you think of us as a franchise of just losing. But let me tell you something. We're not. We've been there before, and we'll be there again. And that again is coming soon. Last year, we put in some of the pieces. We had nothing after 2020. We were at our low as an organization. And a man named Joe Douglas came to town and finally took control of the team, complete control. Found himself a new coach, got himself a new quarterback in a draft that had tons of capital because of our GM, Joe Douglas, who completely fleeced Seattle and put us in a situation to fill holes. And we came out of last season with some pieces. And now we go into this season with 4 picks in the top 38. 4 picks. Plus pick 69. Just because that's J. Cole's favorite number. So we thought that we'd throw that in for him. We go in with about $60 million in cap. We could spend about $40 million of it. And who knows? They might raise that and it might be even more money. We're the 3rd in the NFL as far as being in good cap space situation. So this is the pivotal turning point for our organization. This is when we find the elite players. This is when we fill in more holes. It's never going to be better than this. As Watsu K, who's in the chat, says, This is the year. We're never, or in this rebuild, are going to have this much capital, where we're going to have this much money and this many picks. This is the year we turn it around. This is the year we turn the corner. Does it mean we win the Super Bowl this year? Unfortunately not. We have to be patient for that. But this is the year where we're going to look back and say that was the year we really stacked it on. That was the year we made the big turn. Added the talent. That was the year, baby. This year. And that's why we're doing these fun drafts. That's why we are watching and reading Dom C's articles on Green Bean's website, New York Jets fan or greenbeanjetsfan.com. Probably saying that wrong. You go to Green Bean's website, just go, we're all subscribers to his channel. You look at the link. I'm sure Dom C will put it in the chat. Dom C is covering every position. And why? Why is it so important this year? Why are we doing that? Why are we covering all these positions? Why do we have Dom C writing about all the safeties, writing about the linebackers, covering the cornerbacks? Why are we doing it? Because this is the year that we need to get it right. This is the year we want to know what's going on. We're following it more than we've ever followed it before because we've never had this opportunity. Joe Douglas has put us in an opportunity to finally build a foundation to this team. And that's exactly what we're doing. And you're going to see that unfold in the next 3 months. This is a great time to be a Jet fan. Okay? Remember who we are right now. Remember where we are right now. Remember the names in all of our chats. Remember who's here before it happens. That's right, man. I'm serious today. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a guest that I've had on before. His name is Jacob, and he is a San Francisco 49ers fan. Like my friend John Post, who is in here somewhere, Pure Adrenaline Fantasy Sports. My friend Jacob also runs a fantasy sports channel, so he's very talented. He's very good on the mic. But what makes him very interesting is he's went through a similar rebuild. He's went through the Shanahan build, not just the West Coast offense, but he's also went through the defensive scheme of Saleh. So we are getting both the offensive scheme and the defensive scheme of the San Francisco 49ers. Does that mean we compare to them directly and perfectly? No, of course not. We're a different team, and Saleh's going to make it his team, and that's fine. And LaFleur is going to make it his team and his offense, and that's fine. But we are going to be based on two successful systems, a defensive scheme and an offensive scheme, that when you put the right players in place and put the right coaches in charge, we know is effective in this league. We know it. And we got our quarterback in Zach Wilson. Hopefully he'll grow and be the man. And this will be our time. Tom C wants to add in. I have to throw this in there. Yeah, man, I believe the same thing. People say that we're dreaming, we're crazy. We're not crazy, man. We had amazing coaches. We had Parcells, Earnhardt. I mean, just the list goes on of the quality of coaches we had, the talent that we had on that team. Vinny goes down, no contact, and that was the end of that. But you know what? That's why we have to build a machine. We have to build a machine because that's just who the Jets are. We're going to have injuries. It's never going to be easy for us. Never, ever, ever, ever. But we will overcome it by being so good that even with injuries, we're still going to win. We're still going to find our way. That's what Joe Douglas is building. We are going to build a dynasty, and we are going to get some rings. All of these connected channels will take off. That at Jets 82, there's a lot of channels though. So some of them will take off. I don't know, man. Maybe it's kind of we'll see. But a lot of people think that. It's funny because some of the channels I feel like they did take off. They have a ton of subscribers and everything like that. But I mean, what do we know from a ton of subscribers? I mean, there's this Green Bay guy that has 250,000 subscribers. So I don't know. Maybe there is no ceiling. Mr. K is at the game. Mr. K is at the game. Oh no, I already had. I see Uncle Unky. You got to call him Unky, J. Cole. Unky. But the niece who grew up calling him Unky might take offense, so you might get yourself into some trouble. Uh, so you want? Oh, he's saying, what did you have for dinner? Matt, tell him what you had for dinner, Matt. Tell him what you had for dinner. I don't know when Matthew leaves, but I leave after this show. I am packing. I'm probably going to get like 3 or 4 hours sleep, and because I want to beat the traffic in LA, and I'm going to leave Sacramento and head towards San Diego. And I don't have an address yet, so Matthew, can you send me the address of the house that we rented? If you don't, I guess I'll just go to Lee's house. But by tomorrow morning, East Coast time, let's see, about 2 o'clock East Coast time, maybe 3 o'clock, I'll be in San Diego, baby. And don't worry, I won't be gone the whole week without being online. We'll have internet, and I will be broadcasting. So have no fear. I don't think any of you did. I don't think you're at the point where you're afraid that I won't be online. But I know J. Cole might have. So J. Cole, have no fear. Daddy will be here. Dada. So if your flight leaves at 5:30, you're probably landing by 9:30 a.m., maybe even earlier, depending if you have a direct flight or not, because of the 3-hour thing. So add another 4. Yeah, you're probably landing around 9:30 with all the bullshit with the rent-a-car. You'll get there by 11. So that's perfect timing. If I leave at like 3 in the morning, I get there at about 11. If I get there early, I'm passing through my brother's town anyway, my older brother Lee, on the way. So I could always just jump off the freeway and say hello to the rest of my family. Yeah, yowzer. Yeah, so here we go. So anyway, so this is mock draft 16, I believe. 16.0. Yeah, that's the name. I'm looking at it right there. 16.0. So what does that mean? That means that we're going to do our draft for the Jets, the 6th for the 16th time. But we are also going to have my friend Jacob, who's going to do the 49ers, and he's going to draft for the 49ers. I'm going to see right now if I can get this other moron here. And I call him a moron because he's a Dallas fan. And he works on the campus next door to me. He's in my company, and we give each other a lot of crap, and we bust each other's balls. And I kind of want to bust his balls tonight. So maybe we can give him a hard time. He's a Dallas fan. And it would be cool to have 3. One day, I promise you, we're going to have like 6, 7 people in here representing different teams. We're going to have a mock draft with like 7 different teams represented, and it's going to be awesome. Okay, so let's go. Let's see. Hey, should I just send them the stream, or should I say, hey, asshole? Let me see. Okay, we might get this guy on. So just so you know, just like Matt O'Leary, he's a ginger, but he's not a Jets ginger. He's a Dallas Cowboy ginger. So remember, that used to be a horrible insult, but now when you're friends, you're allowed to say that now. You're allowed to give your redheaded friends a hard time and refer to them as gingers. RDU to Dallas, Dallas to San Diego. Oh man, that airport. Oh, you're not doing American though, right? Because if you're doing American, sometimes you have to get, with mom and dad, you're gonna have to get on that train thing, and it could take a while. I hope you got a big enough layover. You got to have a big layover, man. I've got a 6 a.m. flight next Friday myself. Oh, look at that, Adam flying around. Adam getting around the country. Hey, Jeremy, if we draft Kayvon, I shave my head on your stream. Okay, I like it. Okay, okay. That's a deal, man. That's a deal. I was thinking the other day, I was just saying, not the other day, I was just saying on Weapons Hot After Dark, I was just suggesting that even though it might piss a lot of people off, and a lot of Jet fans would get really pissed off if the Jets did this, wouldn't it be sick if we drafted Iquanu with the 4th pick and Linderbaum with the 10th pick? Now, I know that's crazy. People will be pissed. Our defense, if Gitmo Bob was here, he'd be flipping out. Our defense stinks, this, that, But just think of that offensive line. We would have, and I don't buy into this, Becton's going to be fine. It's just a matter of whether he's a right tackle or left tackle. I couldn't care less. Becton and Fant at tackles, AVT and Icky at guards, and Linderbaum at center. I mean, it's hard to say that wouldn't be kind of crazy. Like, I know we would still be a team with holes. I mean, first of all, there's free agency. We could still get our tight end in the second round. We could still get a very high quality tight end linebacker in the second round. And help the defense that way. And then in the third round, maybe we wouldn't. Second round, we might be able to get edge. We might, someone like Jermaine Johnson might slip. We imagine we get like Trey McBride, Jermaine Johnson, or later on we get, or we can get the other guy, Coffee, who had the big game. And what if they pan out and Carl Lawson comes back healthy? And then in the third rounds, you add a guy like the guy from Penn State. We could improve the defense, get the tight end for Zach, free agency. Maybe we add a receiver and a safety, so we can make a lot of improvements. But just imagine that offensive line, man. That's like we could do like the Indianapolis Colt thing, right? But with a better quarterback and and really just take over. It'd be pretty sick. I mean, I'm just saying. I know people would be mad. I'm just saying there's a lot of different directions we can go, right? There's a lot of different directions, and that would, right? The O-line would be set. I mean, for a long time. I mean, that would be a great way to start a dynasty, to just build this dominating offensive line. And I kind of feel like we can build, it seems like we have a coaching staff and a GM that can find talent in the middle of the later rounds on defense. When you find guys like Michael Carter II, as late as we found him, and he may have already been a top 10 slot corner, and that was his rookie year, so he might be a top 5 by next year. That's kind of, when you have those, when you could sign undrafted free agents like Goodrich who compete and contribute, and guys like Huff that contribute. I mean, who knows? And then next year, because we're not going to win a Super Bowl yet, but maybe the offense starts scoring points and we're a fun team to watch. And then all of a sudden we turn around and we focus on defense, and we start bringing in some studs, in the next draft on defense, and start, just doing it. So what up, buttholes? What up, tight end manufacturer, state guy from Iowa, where they manufacture tight ends for the league? Just find a guy from Iowa and stick a uniform on them, and you have a tight end. It's that simple. Am I a Kayvon guy or a Hutchinson guy? Man, I'm back and forth. Because I think that it's hard, like I'm definitely on that boat of that Hutchinson. Like for a while, I was thinking, man, maybe this guy is the next Watt. Either one, take your pick of which Watt, or like a Bosa. I mean, like he's a bulldozer. Does he have the bend? Does he have the technique? If he's going against bigger tackles, is he going to bust? I kind of think there's a little bit more risk than him than Thibodeau, whereas Thibodeau's got, I think, more of those other skills. Just the technique, the bend, the way he goes around, the way he uses his arms. It's hard to say, man. I go back and forth. How about this? I like the one that falls to us. Because if one of them falls to us, that's amazing. They both ain't falling to us. Like, it's not like we're going to have a choice between the two of them. I'd be shocked if we did. And I would trust whatever JD did. I would just have to go with it and just say, okay, they're watching. They know more than I do. They're watching more than I do. They have more insight than I do. Like, they know things we don't. They're doing the interviews. We don't hear what's going on in the interviews. There's no way I have the time in my life to do the analysis they're doing. So I'm pretty much, I can be talked into either one. So, want to go, Jay Cole? Why are you attacking my co-host? Like, what is going on, dude? Because he doesn't, you're not attacking him, but the problem is that I know you're not attacking him, because I can imagine what J. Cole's doing. Like, I have friends like that in my life, right? He's laughing and having a good time, and he's messing with people, and people just take it the wrong way online. If you were in a bar with J. Cole, he's the life of the party. He's the guy buying you shots. That's what you have to realize. He's 19. He's not even legal, but he's buying shots. There's a reason I muted him. But Y2K, you're missing all the fun. It's just the drama of the chat. It never ends. The drama of the chat. So my friend's joining me supposedly in 9 minutes. Let's see if the other guy is. Thank you, GreenChimp23, for subscribing to the channel. I didn't realize you weren't subscribed. That makes me happy because that means I go up a subscription. Yay! I appreciate that. Hit the notification bell too, if you don't mind. This way you'll know when I'm on, because you never know. People will tell you in this chat, you never know when I'm going to go on. So we got a bunch of things to look forward to in this show. My brother texted me the address. Okay, so I have a place to go. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get in, but I have a place to go. So you would beat him in a dance battle. You would beat anybody here in a dance battle, dude. Okay? Anyway, what was I saying? So this is what we got coming. Okay? We're going to do the mock draft in about... We're going to start in about 8 to 10 minutes when Jacob gets here. I got Boar's Head hot dogs coming. So people were asking, what am I eating? What's on the menu? My wife's going to hook them up in the air fryer. My brother, Matthew, who you see in the chat, taught us how to do it. It's about 6-7 minutes in the air fryer at 400 degrees. And then you put it in the bun and put it back in the air fryer for another minute. And you have yourself the perfect hot dog. It's a Boar's Head. I love that we get Boar's Head hot dogs out here. We get Junior's cheesecake out here. Life is getting much, much better in Sacramento. So she's going to bring it up to me. I told her just golden spicy mustard tonight. That's all. Give me 3 dogs in the bun, spicy mustard. So that's what it is going to be. Yes, I see Cole is getting fresh. I will not put that chat up. He's getting fresh already. We're going to keep it a family show. We're not doing what we did Wednesday night. Probably never again. That was way out of hand. Way out of hand. Okay? I don't need to get flagged by YouTube. We can talk and we can be emotional without dropping bombs. Really. We don't have to. I think we're all intelligent enough and we all have enough control of the English language to express ourselves without cursing. Right? Now that no, I know you need a wife. I know you need a wife. And look, you didn't curse. You just got a little, you got a little, the clothes, it may have been Batante deli mustard. The mustard I had, we ran out, was when we ordered Katz's Deli, they sent us like a tub of mustard. So it may have been that, because it was like that high quality deli mustard, which was nice. Hey, Mess, you didn't miss anything. The hot dogs haven't been delivered yet. They're coming up. My guest is not on yet, so we haven't started the draft yet, so you haven't missed that. So your timing is perfect. You still get to see me eat. You still get to see us draft. Right now, we're just warming up. At the beginning, watch it, because I was on a rampage. I was feeling the energy tonight. I was feeling the energy. I went a little crazy. I was screaming a little bit. But I'm telling you, I had a vision. And that vision is that Green Bean and I and Ryan and Matt, Frankie too, are going to climb that mountain, and we are going to rule YouTube as far as the Jets are concerned, as far as football is concerned. Okay? We're all going to push each other. We're all going to support each other, and we're going to climb that mountain, and we're going to be on top. Okay? And when I say we, I mean all of us. We're going to be on top. Okay? One day, we're going to be sitting in a section in MetLife, like 100 of us. Mess is going to be there. Dark Soldier is going to be there. We'll have Gitmo Bob there. We'll have J. Cole there going crazy, annoying the hell out of Gitmo Bob. We're definitely going to sit them next to each other. We're going to have Adam there, Green Bean, and Ryan. One day, we're all just going to be there. And they're going to put us on the scoreboard, like the Diamond Vision or whatever. They're going to show us, the whole group. And the crowd's going to go apeshit, because by that time, every Jet fan is going to know who we all are. How are they going to know how you guys are? Because we're going to post your chats all the time, because you're the original fan. Man, I hope Rusty Spooner makes it, because after we draft tonight, I want to do some Rusty's Diamonds. And I'm just going to have him give me the players in the chat, and then we're going to look at some videos. So I'm hoping he joins us. If he doesn't, then we'll just have to let Adam pick. Adam always has some good late round guys we should look at. What do you love, man? The hot dogs that I'm eating, the cheesecake, or do you love that I'm talking about the fact that we're going to rule the freaking world someday, man? We are going to do it, man. Yeah, we're doing the mock draft, man. I'm sorry that it's a delay. My guest is going to be here in 3 minutes, and around 3 minutes, and we're going to do the draft. He's going to do the 49ers. I'm going to do the Jets. We're going to get it going. If you're watching the replay, the people who watch the replay, their advantage is they could fast forward, right? And they could do that. I know that you're waiting for it live. I'm kind of stuck because some people want to see it right away when I start, but then I got a lot of people who join late and they're bummed that they missed it. So I'm trying to find a healthy balance. I figure get on for about a half an hour, give people time to join the stream, and then we start. And a few times during the draft, we'll do catch up, and we'll go back and look where we are so people can see what's happened. My guest is in the back right now. I'm about to welcome him. You got some diamonds in the rough. Dom, I forgot. Yeah. Okay. So, Dom, see, we always have some really good Jets fan people in here that can give us those names. So I think we're going to be good for a long time as far as watching footage and watching video, but we're going to do that after the draft. Anyway, let's get this baby going. Let me introduce my guest. Give him a warm welcome. This is not the ginger Dallas fan that we're going to give a hard time to. This is the very likable, very much been on the road we're on right now, San Francisco 49er fan and insider and fantasy football YouTube content provider, Jacob Bartley.
What's up, Jeremy? Thanks for having me.
It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you survived. People don't know.
Oh, yes.
People don't know that you work at my school, and that when I leave, you're there still until about 6 your after school program. And sometimes I leave and I see the kids, the way they're energized and pumped up, and I think,
oh yeah,
Jacob gonna make it through this today?
Yeah, I might not have made it, but I did. So I think they're excited for the Monday off this upcoming weekend. So,
yeah.
So that'll be nice. I didn't even know we were off on Monday until today. So
yeah,
that's awesome.
You see all the kids. A lot of the kids had their jerseys on.
Yes, it was sports day. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I had my Jets jersey on. I had my Wayne Corbett in case you wanted to know who I'm rocking.
Nice.
In the chat, they're always wondering who we're rocking when they see the top of a Jets jersey. It's like Wayne Corbett was my boy, man. He was like unbelievable. It's kind of like Hunter Renfrey is for the Raiders, except the difference but the difference is he wasn't drafted as high. Wayne Corbett was a walk-on that was once the 13th guy on the depth chart. And Rich Kotite was a horrible Jets coach, but he did one good thing for the Jets organization. He believed in this kid. He said, this kid works harder than I've ever seen anybody work. He'll do anything we want him to do. And he made the team his first year as like the 5th wide receiver or 6th wide receiver and played special teams. He started returning punts, and then some injuries happened. He got his opportunity. He took advantage of it. And he's actually listed in the top 100 wide receivers of all time at like 53.
Really?
Which shocked us. Shocked us. I mean, and I'm his biggest fan, but I'm still shocked at that. I'm like, really? Wayne Corbett?
That's crazy.
Yeah, they got to make a movie about him, man. He's a story. He's a story.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, I like this question. Last time we talked, we said, let's try to get a league together or something.
Yeah. We definitely, Dark Soldier, I'm going to do it. I guess I'll just Yahoo's a perfectly good technology.
Yeah, I play on Yahoo for the most part. If I know we were talking last time, Jeremy, you said you're not good at like running it. If you want, I can run it I can do all the behind the scenes stuff of the league.
Okay,
and you can be like the spokesperson. Exactly. And you could be the spokesperson for it. I'll handle all the technical stuff.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think that we're going to have an overflow of people. I could definitely get, like, for a 10-person league, it's going to be more of a like first to respond kind of thing. So
exactly. We could do 12 if you want. We could 2 spots for me and you, and then we could add 10 people.
Does it get really thin? Can you do 12 teams?
12, a little thin if you're used to 10 team. But I think 12 is the perfect balance because sometimes when you do 10 team, it's like everybody has formidable starters in their lineup, and it's not difficult to set your lineup because you just this guy goes in, this guy goes in. With 12, it makes the decisions a little bit more difficult. So we can decide later what we want to do.
Cool.
Yeah.
I am the face of fantasy.
There we go.
Matthew's laughing because, like in his house, like I know the least about fantasy, like as far as the genre.
Oh, yeah.
Genre of fantasy. They have to bang their heads when they find out what I haven't watched, what I didn't know, what they have to explain to me. I'm getting better. I'm watching a show called The Witcher on Netflix. So that's impressive. That's impressive. Yeah.
Oh, we're talking about a whole other fantasy now.
I know. I think so. Anyway, we'll use ESPN, Rusty's favorite network, right? Tell me about it. It's an inside thing that happened the other day. So anyway, we will do it. We'll do a fantasy. We'll do probably like a $50 buy-in or something. Does that sound about right? Or is it
and if we do want to do money, we could actually set up the league to where like they join and they can pay through Yahoo, and Yahoo will hold the money, and then they'll pay out the winner. So we can set all that up.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. We should do it way in advance. Yeah, because I don't got time to collect money at the end.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing. So it's easier that way, especially like I'm sure your viewers, we can trust your viewers to pay up, but that way everyone could submit their money and Yahoo will pay it out and we don't have to handle the money. So that'll be easier.
I love Jacob. And Jacob, one day we're going to have John post on at the same time as you so you can meet him.
Yeah.
He is because he does pure adrenaline fantasy sports. It's a really good channel. He does a great job, and you guys do a great job on your channel. So
yeah, hey, maybe he'll play with us.
Well, he'll definitely play, I think, but I think it helps to collaborate and
yeah, absolutely.
It's wild out there. So you guys can help, spread the word about each other and stuff like that.
And sometimes when your guests can't make it, it's good to have like other people in the community who you can have as backups and things like that. So
yeah, that's cool. So hey, look, I'm going to share screen and start getting us ready and getting us started. Okay, hope you're ready. Are you scared? Are you nervous? No.
A little bit. So I love this though because I don't start thinking about the next season until March, right? So for fantasy. So this is actually helping me get prepared for because I play in a few dynasty leagues, and this is what it's all about, the rookie draft class. And obviously it's mostly the offensive players, but now I'm doing research for this. I'm starting to learn the names and everything. So it's good. I'm glad I'm getting the wheels turning early for this draft class.
I wonder why it stopped sharing. That's kind of weird. Oh, I accidentally took it off the stream. Okay, so tell me, how well can you see it right now?
I can see it. So I was going to ask you, so you have to select both teams and then I'll tell you what pick to take, right? Because we can't do it where we're both in there, right?
Right. No, I'm going to drive for you.
Okay.
So J. Cole, one of my followers who I've adopted, my son, he wants you to know that he'll cook a roast beef for you.
Yeah. Yes, please. Yeah. I love roast beef.
Okay. So for people who don't remember, Jacob talked a little bit about what it was like to go through the rebuild that we're going through with the Niners.
Yeah.
I forgot what the name of that show, which one that was, but look for it in one of my videos. You'll see it.
It was What Does a 49ers fan think of the Jets or something like that?
Yes.
It was, yeah.
So
how does the 49ers fan handle the chaos or something like that?
Yeah. How will the 49ers fan handle the chaos? Check out that video afterwards when you get a chance, and you will it's an interesting little take, like to hear somebody who watched the Niners rebuild, Nick Shine is a little offended because apparently J. Cole's willing to cook and make food for everybody. So anyway, let's get this. to get it started, I selected Jets. I selected 49ers. We're going to go through the rest of the draft. We'll go by fast so we don't have to wait for hours, and we'll do all 7 rounds. Let's draft.
Hey, I did a practice one of these yesterday, and I'm like, you guys have 2 top 10 picks. Like, how fun is that?
So here's the thing. So let's look right away, guys. If you can't see, I'm going to show you the board. Unfortunately, Thibodeau, Hutchinson, and Hamilton are gone, which it does leave Evan Neal on the board. I am not a fan of taking Evan Neal here, not because I don't think he's a great player. I'm not a fan of taking Evan Neal because he does not play guard, and I do not believe that if they draft him, I don't think they're going to draft Evan Neal to play guard with the 4th pick. I like Icky right now, but let's look at the trade offer. So Carolina is us their 2nd pick next year if we go down to 6. I don't know.
Wow, that's not a bad offer.
It's not a bad offer, but being the greedy guy from Brooklyn that I am, I'm going to counter. And I'm going to try to get their 198 as well. Just to give us an extra pick. I'm going to see if that
works. And to give you an extra pick this year, right? Because you don't actually get to use that 2023 pick. So they must really want somebody.
Yep. Well, maybe a quarterback. So I'm going to celebrate that they accepted the trade. I just got us another pick. I got us a 2nd for next year. Don't forget, we need to build for next year. We definitely need to build for next year. As well, we're going to need more capital next year. We might take a great step forward this year, but don't think for a second we're done. Next year's draft is going to be important too to add some more. So
absolutely,
there you go. I swindled an extra pick. My friend Cameron is in the chat. Cameron is a amazing improver. I did comedy sports with him in Sacramento for a few years, and he is a stud improver, like the funniest guy, one of the funniest guys you'll ever meet. So it was
I would gladly trade Jimmy G for a 1st-round pick.
I thought you'd say that. I thought you were going to say that you would trade a 1st round for Cameron.
Oh, yeah, that too.
No, but seriously, funniest guy alive. Now we're being offered a 12 and a 46. We can go down from 6 to 12 or 46, or for our 6th, Baltimore will give us. They want our 3rd next year also, but they'll give us their 14th, their 45th, and their 2nd. I don't like that. This is tempting. Pick up a 46, go down to 12. We'll still have 10 and 12. Icky is a guy that I actually want at 10 in real life.
You get a mid-2nd round pick as well.
Yes. So Cameron, my pleasure. I'm glad you stopped by. Don't forget to like the chat on your way out. Like it, hit the like button. Appreciate it, man. So I like this pick. I'm gonna do it, man. I'm gonna do it. Boom. People don't like when I do stuff like
making moves.
Making moves, baby. Making moves. I'm trying to get us some capital. We got a lot of holes to fill. Here's a great offer from Arizona for our number 10. They want to give us 23, 55, and 87. New Orleans wants to give us 18, 49, and 100, which doesn't make sense because the other pick was better. The other offer was better. The Raiders, that's the worst offer yet. They want to take our 116. And to move down 3 spots, Cleveland will give us their 78, which seems like a really good deal. Let me go down. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the pick down to 13. Okay, now, guys, I'm going to stop trading. Don't worry. I'm not going to trade that anymore. Okay? But look, they just keep offering trades. Okay, so now I got us a bunch of draft capital, and here we are. I'm going to make my first pick. I'm going to take now this rating system, Jacob, is bullshit. This would be there's no way that Icky is going to Ikem Aquano is not going to slip down any further than this. So
yeah,
I'm gonna grab him right now just to be a little realistic. I'm going to grab him right now. Gitmo's here. Okay. Gitmo, we just got started, so you didn't miss much. Again, now they're offering me, I'm getting crazy amounts of trade offers right now. I'm just going to cheat and play the system. I'm going to accept it just so we can have a killer draft. Okay. And then I'm going to say no to these. No.
You're just racking up picks.
I'm just racking up picks because they let you in this thing. I'm going to reject that. Man, I keep getting trade offers. They won't let me freaking pick. Okay, with the second pick, and this is a bit of a reach, but I think in real life it might happen. We need an edge. We really need an edge. Let me see what the chat thinks. Guys, I think we need an edge, and I really like Jermaine Johnson. I like Jermaine Johnson as much as I like Karlaftis. Cole is saying Tig Linderbaum, and then we'd have Icky and Linderbaum, which is freaking insane. That would be like the best offensive line in the NFL. Not really. I'm just being an idiot.
I mean, that's almost what it's all about these days is the offensive line.
Yeah, I know.
If you can protect your quarterback and stop like the Rams defensive line from coming at you, that's how you win.
It's an interesting thing. I mean, if I took Linderbaum here and you had Icky and Linderbaum, you're talking about a generational center, possibly. Gitmo Bob hates it when I use that word for him, but Linderbaum is the best center I've
generational.
Well, he's the best center I've ever seen come out of the NFL. I'm out of college. I've never seen a center this good come out of college.
Wow.
He's like, it's insane. People go. His biggest problem is he's going to get called for illegal receiver downfield, illegal player downfield. He literally pushes people backwards that far.
Wow.
It's ridiculous. If you watch this guy's tape, you're not going to believe what you're seeing. If you put him at center and then you had Icky at guard with AVT, who they got last year at guard, and then had Becton and Fant at tackles, it's just ridiculous. It's just like a dominant offensive line. I'm gonna piss. Gitmo Bob is gonna hate me for it, but I'm taking Linderbaum. Okay, let's see if you get to pick. I'm having a whole draft here while you're waiting to pick.
I know. Look, this is how the real draft's gonna be. So
yeah.
We're gonna be waiting.
I'm not gonna trade anymore. We got enough capital. So Jermaine Johnson is still there at edge. So that really worked out amazing for me because we grabbed Jermaine Johnson right here. To me, I have him ranked as the third. He's my third rated defensive edge in the draft. And I'm not alone. There are other people who do that also, who believe that. With my next pick, wow, we can go a lot of different directions. We need a safety, and Jaquan Brisker is still on the board. Let me give everybody an update really fast. So we have 1 billion picks coming up. We got Equano, we got Linderbaum, we got Jermaine Johnson. So our offensive line is set forever, and we have our edge. We need a tight ends. We need linebackers. We need a bunch of things. We have a lot of needs. We need a safety, but I think it's and we need it. Trey McBride is up there. I think we can get him. McBride. I see McBride. I hear you. I feel you. Let's just secure Trey McBride, who is now officially past Jalen Weidemeyer on the PFN board, by the way. So we're going to take Trey McBride from Colorado State. He's the Jet fan favorite. Number 1 tight end in this year's
class. Do you think that's a realistic spot where he could go?
No, I think he might go at the end of the first round.
Really?
Maybe. I think the Jets might.
I think even higher.
I think the Jets might be able to get him with their 35th pick in real life.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not a guarantee. He might go first round.
Yeah.
He's a special player. I think he's like PFN is really PFN's a very messed up rating system. If you look at Draft Tech, if you look at other ratings, in some drafts he goes first round. Yeah.
Well, if you look at last year, Pittsburgh's Freiermuth, a lot of people were saying he was going to go at the end of the first round, and he fell to the second, which was great for Pittsburgh.
yeah. And then Creed Humphreys, that people thinking like the Jets were wondering if he'd be there with their 23rd pick or something. We traded up to get AVT, and then Creed Humphreys went all the way to the end of the second round, and he's like a freaking all-pro is in his rookie year. So So we got the 46 also. We're not going to do any more trades. Guys, what do you say? We took care of that. You want to go linebacker? They get mad at me if I don't listen to them at all. So I'm willing to go. I think we should go linebacker. We got Chad Muma on the board as the highest one left. Chad Muma, who I really like. What do you think? If you're out there, Dom C, you're the one doing all the analysis. What do you think of Chad Muma? We could get Brandon Smith later out of Linebacker University, Penn State. Some people want Dotson. Oh, you want Dotson. Man, I don't know about going wide receiver, man. I'm just so not into that. If we have a wall of an offensive line, we're good at receiver. We'll get somebody in free agency. Well, we got Elijah Moore. We got freaking
Corey Davis.
Got Corey Davis. And we'll get another guy. Whether if we sign Keelan Cole or we'll find somebody else in free agency that's like a decent receiver.
Hey, I'm not giving up on Denzel Mims yet either. I don't know if the coaching staff is, but yeah, I'm not.
I'm gonna take. Well, let me look at the whole board because we do have another pick coming right up. So who's in? Okay, so Dotson's not in danger of getting picked. Muma is. So let's just grab Chad right now. Zion Johnson is ranked 37th and was still on the board in that last pick. I said Miami is going to take him. The Miami Dolphins are going to take Zion Johnson. They need an offensive lineman more than any team needs. I'll tell you what bothers me here. Trent McDuffie. As much as the Jets were picking right now, and Trent at 49, and Trent McDuffie was still up there. I think they would have to take him. I really do.
Yeah.
So, okay, I see people saying Petra, but there's also Jahan Dotson. So the question is, look what we've done so far. We went offensive line, edge, tight end, linebacker. Do we go safety or do we go wide receiver? Now, obviously, free agency is going to change the way we think. If we get Allen Robinson,
that's true.
But without free agency, you got to start thinking about, safety. But let's look at the wide receivers that are available because it's very unrealistic, the rankings. Like George Pickens at 77, John Mechie at 85. These guys might be better.
Well, yeah, even when I did a practice one, the quarterbacks were going so late. I was like, "There's no way the quarterbacks are going to go way earlier than that."
Yeah,
some of them.
I think Iowa and Jets fans going to bed. Good night, man. Thanks for coming. Like the chat on your way out.
I forget it's like almost midnight for them.
Some places it's late. So Jimmy Cole really likes Dotson a lot. I've seen like Bucky from ESPN has him ranked as like number 4 receiver in the whole draft. Not that I.
What's his first name?
Bucky.
Oh no, the receiver Dotson's first name.
Oh, Jahan Dotson. From Penn State. Man, but you know what? It's really hard. This is tough because when you look at the whole board, there's some good wide receivers later on that slip. Mm-hmm. I think we're running out of time to get a top safety. And Jalen Petra is really, really good from Baylor. He had a great Senior Bowl. We watched him. He was really, really good. And after he goes, there's a huge drop in safeties. So I think that Adam is screaming it too. I think we got to take our safety now.
I was actually eyeing him for the Niners' first pick, honestly. Wow. Yeah. Because when I saw his name brought up, I was like, man.
Wow, there's some great players. Worries. There's some great players still on the board. I'm looking at but you're being offered a trade. Houston's saying for your if you want to trade down to 68 and give your 133rd, they'll give you their third next year. I think that's a bullshit trade, Bill.
Yeah, I'll reject.
Yeah, that's a bullshit trade, especially when you got look at the top of that board. You got some quality guys up there. Yeah, so I don't know how much you know about these guys, but you could ask our opinions. There's a bunch of guys here that we are very fond of as Jets fans.
So let me ask you: did Petrie play cornerback as well? Or no? Because I was seeing some sites list him as a cornerback.
Well, he's definitely played safety. I mean, he's definitely known as a safety. He's one of the things they say about him. He's great in coverage, and that makes him even more likely to be a Jets pick because the Jets love versatility.
Yeah,
like
so
if there's a chance that he could slide and sometimes play, in a dime package and play, and do coverage, they'll love that
for sure. So I mean, I've said it before. Our weakest is our secondary, and that's definitely the position we need to address, or one of them. And so I want a cornerback. Do you think any cornerbacks make sense here?
Cornerback?
Yeah.
Oh, Mccreary. Roger Mccreary. He is very, very underrated in this ranking. There are people who have Roger Mccreary going for late first, early second. Yeah, McCreary, if you watch Roger McCreary's tape, you'll fall in love. And I'll tell you what I love. I'll tell you what I love most about him. He has great hands, like precision. That's Dom C's word. He's really good at forcing turnovers, like in getting his hands in. So, like right when a guy catches the ball, he'll get his hand in and knock it loose. He'll knock the ball down at the last second. So, he doesn't got the speed to be as high as the other cornerbacks, like speed wise, maybe like as tight coverage. But he closes space. He gets in there late sometimes, but he makes the plays. Like he'll come out of nowhere right when the receiver's catching the ball and knock the ball loose. The receiver will catch the ball and he'll strip it. I like him a lot. He's a guy I like a lot. He could definitely be a CB1. Definitely, like at worst, he's going to be a very good CB2 cornerback.
Yeah, let's go with him. I'm tired of us not being able to cover anybody and of dropped interceptions, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, he's going to catch the ball. He's got great hands.
Let's go.
Seattle wants to give us a 7th to trade down to 72. I'm looking at the board. I don't think it's going to affect us at all. I don't know who they're trying to sneak up and get. Maybe Jalen Tolbert, the wide receiver. And Carolina wants us to go all the way down to 107 for their third. No, we're not doing that.
Oh,
wow. What do you say, guys? Do we trade down and take a 7th round pick for next year? Because we don't have one for next year. Not a bad trade. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad trade. Just to pick up a free 7th rounder, because the Jets for the last 2 years we've had to watch all these guys that go and then worry that we're not going to be able to trade them and not be able to get them as an undrafted.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take the trade. That's just an easy one for me.
This is so funny, like taking picks for next year when it's not going to affect you in this draft, in this mock draft at all.
Joe Douglas absolutely loves draft capital. Like he is just wants to build this team just completely through the draft. So let's look at what we have. We have Chad Muma, but Brandon Smith is still up there if we want to double up at linebacker, but we have not picked a wide receiver yet. Okay. And I know there are people that are just probably going nuts right now for a wide receiver. Oh, Adam wanted me to counter with a 6. Too late. John Mechie's still there. Justin Ross is still there. Eric Uzukanma is still there. That's Rusty's Spooner's book guy. I mean, we're running out of like guys that are going to be plug-in starters. Like we're getting to the point where we're like at developmental guys if we don't grab someone here. So I'm thinking the same thing. I'm thinking John Mechie here, Alabama receiver. If he didn't get hurt, I say he's possible first round pick if he didn't get hurt. So I think it's a steal. And we pick again right away. I don't like that trade. I'm not giving away any of my pick. Oh, this is no, I'm not going to drop down to 108. We don't need the picks. We don't need the picks to do that. Okay, guys, we got a ton of players. Let me do a recap so everyone can see where we are. We've got the offensive line is done. Edge, we got a tight end, we got a linebacker, a safety, a wide receiver. We're covering everything today. Do we want to look at running backs? Do we want to just play the board? If we were to play the board, we can get Jake Ferguson right now and double up at tight end. We could take Brandon Smith and double up at linebacker. We already took Lindenbaum, so we don't need Alec Lindstrom. Kobe Bryant, the cornerback, is still there. Although I think we took a corner, didn't we? Let me look. No, we didn't grab a cornerback. And Kobe Bryant, Dom C, you want to in here? You think he's a good pick right now at 78? Kobe Bryant plays opposite of Sauce Gardner, and so he gets covered up a lot. Like people don't get to see this guy. You know, he doesn't get he's the guy they attack all the time. Like so they attack Kobe Bryant. They throw at him because they don't throw at Sauce Gardner.
I was looking into him because obviously I was looking for cornerbacks for the Niners, and I was looking into him, and I'm like, wow, what a cool name. Like spelled differently, but pretty cool name.
Yeah, if Dom C is here, I would. This is where I go very hard on what he says. But Bryant's a good cornerback. He's not. I mean, I don't like him as much as Roger McCreary, but he was very solid for Cincinnati, and he was the guy they went after. So he's battle tested. Yeah. So we're gonna take Kobe. Mm-hmm. Dom gave me the thumbs up. I trust him. He's done the most research. Run that card to the.
All righty, my turn again.
Okay,
it's like Jeremy takes 5 picks, I take 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Move down to 107. No, I'll reject that.
Okay.
Waiting too long for these.
Got
picks.
Another one. Oh, Pittsburgh wants you to come way down.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay, so let's look at what you guys have. So you do have a lot of picks coming up.
Yeah, later in the draft we do. I noticed that. Yeah,
you're gonna have to find diamonds in the rough, and my Jets. If I give you away our guys, like our late round guys, they're gonna kill me because they act like
it's not real.
It's not real. Like look, it's real, dude.
I'm gonna need Jeremy's advice on those late round picks because he's been studying this stuff a lot more than I have. So I actually think we're gonna have to shore up our safety position as well. Can you tell me, is Kirby Joseph available?
Oh, that's a good question. Let's see.
He might have gone already.
I think he's gone. No, he's there. You got. Oh, and that's good.
Wow.
He's the top guy left, and Yusuf Corker is good too. Smoke Monday, Quentin Lake. I mean, those are some of the guys. But again, those aren't the top tier guys. But this is a deep draft for safety.
Yeah, and I mean, not to bring him up, but just Quisky Tart, even though he dropped that interception in the NFC Championship game, he's a good player, and he might leave, so we're gonna have to fill that position. So I'll go with Kirby Joseph.
You know what I love is I use words because of Dom C. Like we go on this Green Bean. This guy, the Jets YouTube content provider has a special Patreon feature where we get to go on a show, and Dom C covers all, like he'll do, like we just do a talk on a Zoom call about the linebackers, about the safeties, and he did cornerback last week. And you see the battle hardened. That was kind of like, I said battle tested, but like I got that from Dom. Dom is doing amazing work for Green Bean. He's like just providing great information. He's doing tons of tape research. I don't know if he knows about the guy you just picked, Kirby Joseph. So be interested. I don't know. Look, he's right here saying it. Good value here. Cool.
Oh, nice.
So he likes the pick. Likes the pick.
Let's see here.
We missed out on Verone McKinley. I know, and I really like Verone McKinley. But hey, wait till we look at what we got, Adam. This would be a dream draft if this came true for us. So you got your. Let's go back to the big board so you can take a look at who's there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what other positions you're interested in. We're already at double up stage, although we could use a defensive tackle if there's anyone of good value left. To tell you the truth.
Yeah, I actually don't mind taking another cornerback here because you never know. Like you can hit on one, maybe the later one hits. But
I'm not surprised you're in the same situation as us because, again, that's the similarities of San Francisco and the Jets. They value defensive line and pressure over cornerbacks. Like Saleh was coaching up cornerbacks and secondary guys, and linebackers, but like he goes big on the defensive line. That's why we're expecting to go big on defensive line still.
Yeah.
Right. And then he coaches up corners. And now with him gone, you're sitting here saying we need corners because it's like,
absolutely.
Do you want to trade down 4 picks and pick up a 5th for next year? Or you're not interested in that?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
I would be the GM trying to trade up. So I would be getting all these offers to trade down, and I'd be like, nope. Unless we had like a bunch, like if I was the Jets with, what do you guys have, the 6th and the 10th, or the 4th and the 10th?
Yeah.
So I mean, you can trade down in that situation for sure.
Well, that's what I do it almost every time. So.
Yeah. Can you go to defense real quick?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to defense, and I don't see Mathis. I see a good linebacker up there. I see an edge that I like a lot, but a lot of people don't care for him. And the next cornerback up on the board is Mario Goodrich, who I'm not very familiar with. Dom might be. Let's start Goodrich's scouting report with one area that stands out immediately on tape. If you're an NFL team looking to secure a defensive back who excels in run supports, the Clemson quarterback is the man for you. In the game studied, he didn't have a single missed tackle. He diagnoses the run well, routinely takes good angles, arrives on the scene in a hurry, and showcases excellent tackling form. Doesn't really talk about his coverage that much.
Is there a guy named Marcus Jones still available? Oh yeah, there he is.
There he is.
Because I was looking at him.
Josh Joby is a guy who would have been much higher but got hurt for Alabama. And there's also Jalen Armour Davis from Alabama. So there's good guys up there. I mean, these are guys that are not guarantees. They're not guys obviously, but they're guys that a lot of these guys are guys who people believe can be, and people have different opinions, could be solid starters in the NFL.
We got a free ad playing. Alrighty.
Oh, Jet Central likes Goodrich. Yeah, Jet Central's a smart. He knows his crap. That guy, and he lives.
Could you hear that playing or no?
Play what?
There was like an ad playing. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't hear that.
Oh, okay. That must have been on my end only.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here.
So Marcus Jones, you want me to bring up the notes?
Yeah.
Years of experience of cumulative operation development for Jones. Beyond his athleticism, he is a smart defender, and he shows it in numerous ways. He's able to read the quarterback's eyes and break on passes. He sees the plays develop quickly. The Houston quarterback can recognize screens by identifying blockers and closes with urgency. Jones plays with hustle in pursuit, and he chases down plays with his speed and play pace.
Wow.
In coverage, Jones shows a particular affinity for movement. He has a solid footwork at the line of scrimmage. He can mirror releases and reactive quickness and keep his hips loose. Jones does a great job of putting his feet first in press coverage. In zone, he has the awareness to peel off and follow the quarterback's eyes on broken plays. He also has good ball skills. Jones can track the ball and position himself to make plays. Moreover, he's competitive at the catch point, actively seeking to disrupt receivers. And that's from Ian Cummings.
I like what I'm hearing. Let's do it. Let's go with Marcus Jones. We'll double down at cornerback.
Okay, cool.
Let's do it.
So you know where your team needs the help. That's always a good thing. Mm-hmm. Guys, I think as Jet fans, I think we're thinking we either double up at a position or we start thinking, is there a defensive tackle we like? I see 3 guys still on the board that I like, and those are the top 3. I like Butler from Tennessee. I like John Ridgway from Arkansas a lot, and I know the name Zachary Carter from Florida. So those are 3 guys that I know and like. I don't love them. I'm not thinking they're automatic stars, but I'm thinking that Ridgway to me is a guy who's going to be part of a rotation sooner than later. You like Ridgway too, Adam, right? Yeah, I figured you would. He's a good guy. He's a run stuffer. He clogs the holes. I like, I noticed that. Jeremy Ford at running back. We didn't take a running back. A lot of Jet fans are interested in another running back.
That is so funny because who was the safety you took earlier?
Petrie.
I am Petrie. And then I was also eyeing Jerome Ford for a later pick.
Yeah, he's good. He's really good.
Just because a lot of our running backs are going to be free agents this year. So even though we drafted 2 running backs last year, I think Shanahan's going to draft another one.
Yeah. I think I like some guys back here, some running backs like Brian Robinson is a guy I like. Eli Cherion is pretty good, and a lot of Jet fans love this kid, Hassan Haskins. I even think Sincere McCormick is decent.
I can't wait to dive in and learn everything about these guys because this is where all the fantasy stuff comes from. Running back.
Yeah. I don't think it's an urgent need for the Jets.
No, I mean, look,
they got Michael Carter. They could bring back Trevor Coleman, who did well as a number 2.
You can let Tevin Coleman go, I think. Yeah. But look, Michael Carter's not going to be a workhorse, but he's going to be very effective. And if you get him with another guy, that can be a 1-2 tandem.
Yeah.
You saw Michael Carter in those peak games where he performed very well. That's what he's capable of.
And it's so easy to pick up. A running back in free agency.
No, I know. Unfortunately, to the NFL, the running back is like one of the least valuable positions. They're easily replaceable. So it's tough.
So Captain K Techno chimes in. He likes Robinson. He is from Ireland. He's in Ireland right now. Hey, Mike. I did my Australian. Sorry. Hey, laddie. Okay. I'm gonna just secure Ridgeway right away, and we'll watch tape on him later, Adam. I'm just gonna grab Ridgeway and make sure we got him. I think I pick again at 116. So let's look at running back. So we didn't double up on anyone, guys. We're just spreading it out and filling holes. So let's grab Brian Robertson Jr. right here. Boom, from Alabama. And now it is San Francisco's turn. The Rams always like to trade. They want you to give you your seventh pick next year, your 133, but they'll give you 142, 210, and 211.
I'll tell you what, I'm not doing any business with the Rams. Get that out of my face.
That's like when New England or Buffalo.
I'm not. Come on. Are we really going to make a trade, help each other out? No. Maybe if it was a different team, I'd consider it. So what do we got here?
Let me show you what you have, what you've taken.
Mm-hmm.
You've taken 2 cornerbacks. Roger McCreary is a really good one.
Mm-hmm.
And Marcus Jones was not a bad pick at all. Kirby Joseph is regarded a good, well-regarded safety. You've definitely made the secondary better.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping on. If one of those guys hits, it would help out a lot.
Now, a lot of your picks later on, everything, I think once we get past 130, this pick, a lot of these are going to be developmental picks, unless you just throw a dart and get lucky.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's is Jerome Ford still available, or was he taken?
Oh my God. Is that me? Is my internet?
It's lagging a little bit.
Oh, am I back?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry guys, I'm having some green bean issues. Okay. So let me close up here. You're gonna stay right here at 133. What position do you want me to look at? Let's do whatever you want.
Is Ford still available, or was he taken?
I believe he was taken for running back. Yeah, of course. Well, of course he's taken.
Okay.
We're in the 130s.
Do you know anything about these running backs?
I like Hassan Haskins a lot. I don't know why he's so low on the boards. It doesn't make any sense to me. He's like, if you look at his tape for Michigan, he was a beast. He's like, they're one of their best offensive players. I like this kid from Mississippi, Jerion, and I like Sincere McCormick. McCormick is the highest rated guy left. Let me see if there's any notes on him for you. Contact balance separates the good from the great, and the running back position. McCormick can often be found playing the role of a pinball, rebounding off tackles. He does an excellent job of absorbing contact and keeping his feet, especially when near the goal line. McCormick does an excellent job of routinely falling forward when taken down, assuring he maximizes every available yard. Additionally, the UTSA running back possesses excellent footwork. He demonstrates beautiful cut ability, leaving defenders grasping at thin air on multiple occasions per game. This is the result of impressive lateral agility, allowing him to dance behind the line of scrimmage while he patiently waits for a hole to appear.
Okay. Here, can we go to we might need an edge. Can we go check those out?
Sure. See if I'll tell you if my boy is there. Gunter's gone, but Amari Barno is still there. But Trey Williams from Arkansas. I mean, these are darts, though. I mean, a lot of people like Tyrik Smith from Ohio State. I don't know why he's ranked so low. I don't know what the knock on him is. But.
Let's see. Yeah. Do you think one of these guys is good for this around this time in the draft?
Yeah, I mean it's taking a dart throw. I think that what Dom is saying, and I agree, is that
the running back.
I think that it's okay. So these guys are higher position value if you hit, but the running back is the safer pick. Like as far as better chance of being a contributor for your team.
Yeah. That's a good point. And I like, because we're going to have 3 running backs on roster, but knowing Shanahan, he likes to have depth at that position, especially with how injury prone it is. Let's go back to running back and let's go with McCormick.
All right.
Thank you, Dom C.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at who I've taken. Man, we got a million players. Offensive line, edge, tight end, linebacker, safety, John Mechie at wide receiver, Kobe Bryant at cornerback. Helped every position. Ridgeway, tackle. We got a running back. I think the best player on the board for the Jets is tight end, even though he's not the highest ranked here. Lucas Kroll is, but I like Charlie Kolar from Iowa State. And the Iowan is gone. He's not here right now, but he would tell you that the best tight ends come from Iowa. And if you look at the chat, Adam has already chimed in, Watu-K99, and already made the decision for me. This is where you grab Charlie Kolar, tight ends from Iowa State.
Nice.
You see, the reason we know what's going on, Jacob, is because while you were watching the playoffs and watching week 11, we started doing these mock drafts and learning about
I know. I was like, isn't it too early? But nope.
So this is kind of a weird little offer they're making you, but it's for pick 260, which is basically instead of having to call the guy on the phone as an unsigned free agent and risk losing a guy that you like that you're planning on calling, you could pick him and shore him up, That's basically what a 260 is.
Yeah, and look, you're only moving back 6 spots, and most players here are going to be dart throws anyway. And that's not terrible, but you want to help out the Chiefs.
They like somebody. Oh, wait a second. They're making me that offer. It's the Jets. I thought you were going.
Oh, no, that's you. That's why I was waiting. Yeah, I would have given you an answer by now.
Oh, I'm going to take – do you guys know who I'm going to take, by the way? Oh, you guys want the big board? Well, I'm on offense. There's a guy on here that we all love, or a lot of us love. Look at him sitting down there on the bottom of the screen, guys. Look who's sitting down there. I mean, we got Edge Trey Williams. I'm not interested in him. Cameron Salier. I know that name. I don't know why. Oh, because he's from Georgia. I must have heard his name called. We're not going to take another tight ends. We got 2. Guys, Sean Jolly, Appalachian State. But here is there's a guy named Kyle Phillips. If we don't re-sign Braxton Berrios, we have to take Kyle Phillips. Kyle Phillips is basically Braxton Berrios, but maybe better. We don't know for sure, but
I remember you talking to me about him.
Yeah,
when I saw you at work. Yeah,
the kid is out of control. Like, he's an amazing punt returner. He gets open. He's like, he just finds space. So I don't know. What are you saying, Jacob? Why you're saying no, Dom, but we shouldn't take Kyle Phillips yet? Is it too early, or is it you just don't like him?
That's a good question.
I mean, the truth is we should package all these picks.
He says, not my cup of tea.
Yeah, but we need a slot receiver.
Yeah. Crowder, is Crowder out for sure? Is he free agent?
He's a free agent.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't think he'll come back. He might. I don't.
No,
depends on what other people are willing to pay him.
That's a good point, but you got to think he wants to. No offense, but you got to think he wants to play for a team that's contending right now, right?
Yeah. I'm just going to take flyer on offensive tackle Max Mitchell, because we need to get some tackles in the room. Yeah, going to grab him. Just throw a dart. And you have a trade offer from the Rams.
210, 211. No,
really
we have too many late round picks. I'll pass on that trade. Okay, so I'm just thinking we need more rushers, because after Nick Bosa, we don't really have much at pass rushing. Is there a guy named who? Well, I was looking at an edge, but
there was a guy I thought was
an obvious guy.
Well, unless it's what's the name of the guy you wanted to look for?
I was gonna look up a guy named Isaiah Thomas. I don't know if he's gone or not. He might be gone. It's funny how we have these basketball player names.
Yeah,
but it might be too early for him, for all I know.
No, there's a Care Thomas.
Yeah, he might be gone, or maybe he's listed at a different position, because some of the websites, like, they had other players listed at different positions. So what guy were you going to mention?
Well, Tyrik Smith from Ohio State.
Yeah, and we talked about him when it was my turn last time too. Let's go with him, because we do need an edge rusher.
He's a projected 5th rounder. Some draft boards have him as a projected 4th, early 4th. I've seen him much higher than this.
Yeah, let's do it.
Hold on,
okay, we're back at 186.
Spam. Okay. Yeah, somebody in the chat was saying, or Adam was saying, that you could take Valkenberg or whatever. Is he gone? He got taken. That's so funny. He got taken. Somebody grabbed him. Oh, look who grabbed him. The pick before you. Tampa Bay grabbed
there
Van
we go.
Valkenberg. We are trying so hard to get tape on him, Jacob, and we can't do it. We cannot get tape.
Oh, really?
We can't find it. We're all over YouTube. Everyone's looking for tape and can't get tape on this guy.
Interesting.
We all want to see what he can do. and nobody can get any tape on him. I just want to welcome our guy, Green Bean, who went sledding in the snow today with his family. Full-time Coastador. He's the man who sold it all to ride them all. He's riding around the country in a luxury RV with his family and riding every roller coaster in the country. And aside from his primary side, I want to call it, Green Bean Jets fan, the number one New York Jets content provider in the world. He is also the provider of Full-Time Coaster Tour, an amazing site that will take you on the best roller coasters in the country. Also, if you're ever looking to go to vacation and if you're into amusement parks and great roller coasters, you go to his site and you could find so many different parks and everything. If you ever go to a different state, you can always look and
that's
see.
Cool.
Yeah, like if you go to a different state, like if you're in San Antonio, there's a video of the amusement park he went to in San Antonio, and it shows all recommendations. These are the rides. These are the kind of coasters they have. Yeah, you should check it out. And so everybody should check it out. Green Bean, New York Jets fan. Everybody's excited when he comes in to any room. Green Bean, wait till you see the draft we got going here. It's looking pretty good for us. Anyway, it is your pick. You're at 186.
I actually want to look at some wide receivers.
Okay. You might have to take. Oh, okay. So there's still a couple. Our guy is the top guy right now.
Because
doesn't like, but a lot of us love him.
Look, the 49ers, we have Deebo Samuel, we have Brandon Ayuk, and then Juwan Jennings is played well enough. But I think we can upgrade there for our third wide receiver. But again, Jeremy, you're going to have to give me a little bit of insight because, look, as a fan, I like big wide receivers. Like I like the Allen Robinson type guys. I'm always looking for the next Calvin Johnson. There will never be a next Calvin Johnson, but I like those. But my team, the 49ers, Kyle Shanahan, he likes small, fast guys. He likes guys who can catch it in the backfield and run it. And he, like Brandon Ayuk, can do both of those things. So can Deebo Samuel. So is there anybody with a lot of speed?
Well, Kyle Phillips is not your guy for that. He's more of a slot receiver.
Okay.
I don't think he's short, but he's not big.
Yeah.
I think maybe he's 6'1". Bo Milton is a guy who had a very good Senior Bowl. Rutgers players that have come out of Rutgers have done well for themselves. There's like a list of guys that have surprised and been good. Bo Milton had a very good Senior Bowl. That's what we could say about him. Mm-hmm. The Jet fans like him because he'd be a local boy. He's New Jersey, right? Probably it's very close to the MetLife. So we have a little bit of an affection to him. I think Emeka Emenzi is good. I don't know how big he is. I'll hit the little thing. NC State had a very good offense. There's no info on him though.
Coming soon, yeah.
Yeah.
I have a feeling we'll get a lot of those coming soon with these.
Let's look at how big Bo Milton is. Once upon a time, size was a pre-ready for receivers test, but as the game evolved, teams have diversified their positions. Oh, so he's a speedster, but not a big guy.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like this is somebody that Shanahan would draft. Yeah, because I definitely think he's gonna take a wide receiver this year. We didn't draft a wide receiver.
They're basically saying he's very dangerous yak guy. Like like once he catches the ball, he's very dangerous. I mean, he's showing Tyrik Hill speed.
Gotta love that. Yeah, let's go with Milton. I like that.
All right, I like the pick, man. We like him. Jet fans like him. So, 198 is me. I'm going to look at the whole board. I'm just taking developmental guys. Just in case you just joined the chat and you're curious about who we've picked, let's click on the little Jets icon.
Little recap.
We made a lot of trades early, Green Bean, so we got 1 million players. We went with Icky at 12. We went with Linderbaum at 18 and decided we're going to have one of the best offensive lines in the game and build the wall for Zach. At edge, we were lucky. Jermaine Johnson slipped. We think that he might be. I have Jermaine Johnson as the number 3 edge in the draft, personally. So I don't know. Green Bean's son, Metal Kid, is in the house. Team Bean, what's up, buddy?
Nice.
Glad to see you here. Keep it clean, not like Wednesday night. So we got two guys, Icky and Tyler Lindenbaum, and then we got Jermaine Johnson, who could easily be a first-round pick. We got Trey McBride, the best tight end in the class, probably without any argument. We got Chad Muma, who we think could be a very good linebacker. I like the guy. We got Jalen Petrie at safety, who we really like. John Mechie III, who if he didn't get hurt, would have been much higher. We got Kobe Bryant, a guy that Dom C just showed us a lot about, that we're excited to have. John Ridgway, a good defensive tackle. We're going to look at his tape later. Brian Robertson Jr., a highly regarded running back by a lot. We doubled up on tight end with Charlie Kolar. That's a guy that I know Green Bean loves. And then we went for a developmental tackle named Max Mitchell from Louisiana. So the question is, where do we want to build depth? Where do we want to throw a dart and build some depth? We took Lindenbaum, and we really took the offensive line and built up the offensive line. So we don't, and I think that we might keep the LVT, the French guy. We might renegotiate McGovern and keep him. There's still other guys on the team. I don't know that we have room for another guy in the room unless we're gonna clear house. I just don't know if we're gonna do that. So I'm thinking we could pick another wide receiver. Let me see if he's still there. No, he's not there anymore. Amizi's there though. We could take another wide receiver. We took 2 tight ends already. Defense, we could probably look at safety. Take another safety. Oh, look at that, Brian Cook, Nick Cross from Maryland. I don't know these guys though. That's the problem. I haven't gone this deep.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I mean, if you don't know these guys, I'm not gonna know these guys.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna go for value. Oh, okay, and he's on the big board too. I'm just gonna grab this guy, Nick Cross, the safety. There's notes on him. Size and length, okay. Former track star, so he's fast. His click and close ability gives him exciting coverage potential at the next level, okay. Same speed allows him to play from a single. Okay, I like it. There's good stuff about him. Just a shot, throwing a dart at a dartboard. I think that we're done, and now it's you in round 7. Here we go. You got a couple of picks coming up.
A couple of picks here.
Okay, now you're admittingly just throwing darts.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think somebody mentioned it earlier, but we might want a tight end, but I don't even know if any of the tight ends are worth drafting this late in the draft. But maybe we can check them out and see if you know any of the guys.
Oh, they're all gone.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
All the guys I know are gone.
Yeah. Let's see here. What pick is this? This is 252. Okay. We're at pick 252. So, oh, wow. That's late. Let's see. Is there a wide receiver, Calvin Austin, still available?
Do you have a kicker that you like?
Well, yeah, we have Robbie Gold. I don't know if he's going to retire or not.
It's pretty good. What about a punter? You can't leave those guys out. I mean, you can grab guys like that. You can grab really good guys. No, your guy is gone. Austin's gone.
He's gone. Yeah, I was eyeing him in the later rounds. Let's see here. Let's go to the big board, I guess. I guess we can go best player available according to this ranking system.
Okay. You want to grab Caden Davis?
Oh
no, wait a second. Best guy available? Let's see who that is. Best guy available is Aaron Hansford, a linebacker out of Texas A&M. There's 2 linebackers on top of the board. There's a guard. We got another edge up there. And Caden Davis is the wide receiver. Let's see if he's big. Nope, we can't tell.
Coming soon. Do you know any of these players still available or no?
I don't know anybody left at this point. The only guy, I just know the kickers. I know the kickers. I know 2 of the kickers. That's it. I've watched tape on 2 kickers, and they're the 2 top kickers in the draft.
6 Caden Davis, 6'1", 190. Okay. Yeah, let's go with Caden Davis. We'll take another wide receiver.
Okay. And now you're picking right again
for when Debo inevitably gets banged up and misses a game or 2.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. All right, let's go. You said there's some kickers available. Let's go with a punter.
Raisa out of San Diego State.
Yep, that's my guy. Gotta have him. No, I like this though because I'm learning, not necessarily this late, but I'm learning names now. I'm starting to get it in my head. So next time we do this, I'll be a little bit more prepared. It'll be much more fun after free agency, I think.
We all understand you've had a lot less time to be doing this. Your team
absolutely,
too far before they got eliminated. So
yeah.
You know what, Captain? You bring up a good question. I've got to send him an email. I have not heard from him in a while. So we have a friend, Phil Adams, in London.
Is that a listener?
He is more than just a listener. He's a friend. The banner behind me, you see the Atlanta.
Yes, yeah, you told me he sent it to you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's offered to, when you go to London, right, to hook you up.
Yeah. So, I mean, we've got to check on him because it's true. He's been missing in action for a bit. Yeah, so you're going to –
we got another pick here.
I think you just got to throw a dart now.
Honestly, give me another running back. Give me is there any info on him? BJ Baylor? Nothing. Figured. Let's go. I guarantee you both of our teams are going to end up with one of the guys we took in this draft. At least one of them. I'll go with BJ Baylor. We'll take another running back. Can't have enough depth there or too much depth there.
Okay, let's look at how we did.
Oh, are they going to grade us?
The guys in the chat might grade us.
Oh, nice.
Well, we're late in the game, so let me show you who we got. The Jets got, and you can tell we had a lot more picks.
A lot of trades.
Iguano, Icky. We got him at 12 after some trades. We got Tyler Linderbaum. So our offensive line is secure for a long time. We got Jermaine Johnson at edge. He's personally my number 3 edge on the board this year. Trey Mcbride, the best tight end in the class. Chad Muma, I think he's very good. I think he's going to be a good linebacker. Should do really well for us. Jalen Petra, these are starters for us. Starts day 1. John Mechie, maybe we give him time, make sure he's 100%. I think he was playing at the end of the year, so I think he's okay. If he didn't get hurt, I think he'd be a lot higher, and he may end up going higher. Kobe Bryant, who Dom C recommends highly. John Ridgway at defensive tackle, who is not a bad guy. He might actually make the rotation his rookie year. Brian Robertson at running back, who could very easily become a very solid number 2. Charlie Kohler at tight ends, giving us a great 1-2 punch with McBride and Kohler. And maybe Yabo is number 3. Maybe we go with the youth. And Max Mitchell, developmental tackle. Nick Cross, developmental safety. Oh, and by the way, we picked up Carolina's 2nd round pick for next year. And we picked up Seattle's 7th. And it looks like it's pretty popular in the chat. We got an A from Y2K. We got a bunch of A's from Owen. I think Gitmo went to bed. Otherwise, he'd be in here with his C.
Nice. Right. I'll take a C. I'll take a C plus. Being my first 2022 draft. But man, you guys drafted a lot of players here. Do you have enough roster spots for all these players? I guess the roster expands during the off season, so you should be fine.
Oh yeah. I mean, we can clear out the tight end room.
Yeah, and I guess you got
pretty much. We have no safeties.
Yeah, you took on multiple picks in this draft. Like you don't really have this many in the draft, but you might if they trade down like that.
Joe Douglas has been known to be a dealer. So let's go to San Francisco. Now, you did not have a lot coming in.
We don't have a first-round pick for the next 3 years, by the way.
But I think you got some interesting guys. I think you helped your secondary.
Absolutely.
Roger McCreary is amazing value at 61. Excellent value. He might not make, again, he might be early second round, very easily. Would not surprise many people. Kirby Joseph could be a star. He could be I don't know how San Francisco's safety situation is at the moment. For the Jets, he'd be a starter, probably, unless they, he's saying incomplete, but I mean, you can't blame Jacob because he just didn't have the picks.
Yeah, that's true.
Only 3 games, there are plenty of spots open. Yeah, exactly. Gitmo's answering your question. When you only win 3 games, plenty of spots. My honest grade for San Francisco, incomplete. Well, I don't know if that's Jacob's fault. I mean, it's you got what you got. Roger McCreary is your big name. Kirby Joseph is a good name. I mean, considering you were, that's where you were.
Mm-hmm.
Tyrik Smith, there are people who, he might not be like a stud edge, but he's going to play. I mean, I don't know what the knock on him is that he is ranked so low. And then, and Sincere McCormick might be a decent running back, dude. He's not ranked low for a running back. He's ahead of a lot of other running backs that people like. So people like him. Definitely may have built depth. I think that Bo Milton might be a guy that surprises you. He might.
Yeah, I loved that description of him. That sounded very promising.
And you know what? Shanahan's the kind of guy who can figure out how to utilize him.
Absolutely, yeah. No, for sure. And look, after the 3rd round, I had never heard of any of these guys. Barely diving into my research on this, but my main objective was to double down in the first 2 or 3 picks with some cornerbacks, and I'll be happy if we end up with one or both of these guys, or even someone similar or better.
I think this is a pretty obvious question, but what do you think is the most important thing that needs to happen for San Francisco to make a run next year? I think it's pretty freaking obvious, but I'll let you say it.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be Trey Lance, and he needs to step up and be the starter and go for it. Because Jimmy Garoppolo, his guaranteed money on his contract is up, so they could cut him, and they wouldn't have to pay him anything, or they can trade him. So a team that, and we know half the league is quarterback needy. So I think Jimmy Garoppolo is going to be starting somewhere else. So it's going to be Trey Lance that has to step up and be solid. I'm not expecting him to be as good as Deshaun Watson rookie year or something like that. We just need him to be solid. I'm looking at maybe even just better, like a Jalen Hurts type of year, like something like that and I want to see what our offense is going to look like with a quarterback who can run like that is the thing. And I think the Eagles were better than people thought they were going to be this year.
Absolutely.
So I'm just curious because Shanahan's offense, he's kind of, other than the RG3 year when he was with Washington, he's mostly had pocket passing quarterbacks. And look what he did with RG3 that year. RG3 won Rookie of the Year, or Offensive Rookie of the Year, right, over Andrew Luck. So I think he can do something with a quarterback who can run. But other than that, I've said it a million times, our secondary needs to step up. It needs to improve. Free agency, the draft, whatever the case is going to be, we have to improve that unit. So those are the two things I'm going to be looking for.
Well, you can't control the Trey Lance situation.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
In my opinion, you improved the unit the best you could with the capital that you have.
Yeah, for sure.
As far as the draft is concerned, I don't think you could have made a better top 3 picks as far as attacking the secondary.
Yeah.
So
for sure, and that's where I was mainly focused. After that, I was asking you for advice.
Yeah, and then you never know. Like a Bo Milton in a Shanahan offense, you just don't know. He's a speedster, man.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. These dart throws. We'll look at our starting running back, Elijah Mitchell. He was a 6th round pick. We took Trey Sermon before him in the 4th round, and then this 6th round pick, Elijah Mitchell, becomes the franchise leading rookie rusher at 963 yards. And he was a huge piece of our offense all year long and in our playoff run. And so that's what Shanahan does. He elevates players in his system. So if he can turn a guy like Bo Milton into a solid piece, I think that's definitely a good thing for us and a possibility for sure.
Mm-hmm. Well,
and imagine if we did this last year, we would have been like, who's Elijah Mitchell? And we would take him in the 6th round, right? And then he emerges. So it's definitely a possibility.
And you know what? Shanahan's father was known for also elevating running backs.
Mm-hmm.
He was pretty good at it. So
yeah,
that's interesting. Yeah, that's good. It's a good mock. It's a good mock. It's gonna be interesting as you practice more and more and get to know a lot more of the players and get to watch more tape.
Yeah.
Tell them about your site again. Make sure everybody knows about your site.
Yeah, for sure. So we're on YouTube, First Round Fantasy. You could just search it up, or you could type in youtube.com/First Round Fantasy. That's what the custom URL is good for, Jeremy, for plugging your channel. We're kind of for beginner fantasy players, but we do dive in depth, and especially during the off season, like starting next month, we're going to start covering these college players coming into the draft, because we have everyone who's on our YouTube channel plays in a dynasty league together. So we start discussing that in March and April leading up to the draft. So come join us. That should be fun. I'll find a way to get Jeremy on somehow. I'm sure we can, because we do last couple of years we did divisional previews. So if we do the AFC East, we can have you on, Jeremy. And yeah, so First Round Fantasy, you can find me on Twitter at JacobFRF Sports. And I'm telling you, Jeremy, we got to do that league, man. We'll get it all set up. It should be fun.
I'm going to do it. I'll easily find 10 people.
Yeah. Oh, I can. From your viewership and your community, easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
I mean, the Jets community, I'm telling you, is, Green Bean was saying it the other night or just last night. We are the most interactive, boisterous, loud.
Oh yeah.
Community out there. We really.
I love it.
I know J. Cole will be down to be in this league, and I'm sure Adam might be interested. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure once I officially announce it and everything, we're gonna have a bunch of people.
Yeah, it'll be a mixture of some people some people like some people in real life, and some of the viewers. Should be fun. Yeah. All right, Jeremy. Well, I'm gonna head out, man. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it, and can't wait to do it again.
Can't wait, man. Take care.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you guys later.
So that was Jacob Bartman. It's Bartley, but I like to call him Bartman because it's Bartman. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a Simpson kind of thing. That was him. He was here. You saw it right here. And anything else you want to discuss? Understand that. Oh, by the way, if you're still here, goodbye, Adam. Thanks for joining us tonight. Let's do a draft. Only if you come on with me, Green Bean, or else I'll fall asleep. So you have to come on, and then I'll do a draft. Now I'll do one even if you don't. But if we're gonna do a draft, why wouldn't you come on? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Why do you want to sit in the chat and do it? Like, you know what I mean? It's quicker if you just come here, join me. But I warn you, I don't know how you're going to get a better result than this, baby. Look at these players. Look at the quality. I'm building us a Super Bowl team. Oh, okay. Oh, you're editing. Okay. You're just kidding. What do you mean? Oh, you're just kidding about doing another draft? Oh, I don't know if you're kidding about what you're kidding about, what you're not kidding about. But if you join, you join. Are you kidding about doing a draft? Because don't make me start a draft and then say you have to go. Everybody wants to know, what do you think? Anybody else have an opinion whether you want to do another draft? We'd have to do it fast. It would have to be like 13, 14 minutes because I've got to fold laundry and pack a suitcase and get ready and then at least get a few hours of sleep. Yeah, okay. Let's do it. Let's do a new draft. Let me start new sim. Or you saying, yeah, that you're kidding. Oh, you're kidding about the extra draft. Okay. You see, miscommunication. Yeah, I'm going to be like a green bean kind of guy tomorrow. I'm going to be driving a lot of hours. I might leave like at 2:33 in the morning because I don't want to hit LA traffic. And I think it's going to take like 5 hours to hit LA. Well, maybe 4.5, 5 hours. So yeah, if I leave at 3, if I leave at 2:30, get through there by 7:38, I can get through LA before the traffic starts on a Saturday morning. So, where am I going? I'm going to San Diego. My niece is getting married. I'm going to be down there for a week. I'm hoping that the house that me and my brother are renting has internet. I'm pretty sure that it does. Otherwise, I'll have to go to my brother's house and just sit in his backyard. But I'll be there, still broadcasting. I believe I'm still free Wednesday night. So I'm going to do my Wacky Wednesday show is still on. And next week's Friday show is still on, but it's going to be the same situation. I'm going to be crying about how I have to leave early in the morning. So that's why I am going to wrap it up. Thank you for everybody who came. Thank you for everyone who hit all the likes. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. If you're watching this on replay and you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. Hit the like button. Thank you. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate everybody who's here tonight. Be well, Owen. Enjoy your shift. Sorry I can't stay on longer to entertain you. But that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Take care, everyone. Good night. Be well. And drink lots of liquids because it helps you stay healthy, I think. Anyway, I leave you with this. I like Hutchinson the best, and I don't think Linderbaum is worth a top 10 pick. Thibodeau slipped, and I am going to grab Thibodeau. The Giants took Khalil Elam. Good for them. Kenyon Green is a guarantee in my mind. He would be such a dream pick right here. Evan Neal is still on the board. I'm not going to pick this out. That 44 pick could be tight end. That 44 pick could be a good linebacker, a good safety. We could drop back one pick and pick up a second rounder from New Orleans. We got options here.